Joined now by Broncos forward and New Jersey Devil prospect Josh Filmon. Josh, let's start with the draft, shall we? July 7th and 8th. I mean, it was certainly a date that you had to have had circled on the calendar for some time and the lead up to it. But take me back to day two of the draft. You're waiting to hear your name called, and the New Jersey Devils end up calling your name. I mean, take me through what you're doing, where you were, the reaction, and just how special a moment it was for you and those close to you.
Yeah, so I was out of my cabin just up north of Winnipeg, and I had just some close family friends, some extended family, and then one of my closest friends there with me, and just sitting in the living room, sort of watching the TV, waiting to hear my name called. So it was a bit of a stressful day, but it was super exciting. I think actually my name was called during a commercial break, so I didn't actually see it on time. But yeah, I was doing something. I think I might have been taking a bathroom break, and I think the first guy that texted me actually was Craig Boschman, our social media guy here with the Broncos. So super exciting day for me and my family, and it was an exciting time for sure.
Tell me about the New Jersey Devils. I mean, it's an organization that's had a lot of a winning history since being in the National Hockey League, and it's an organization that's kind of on the up and up here with respect to, having some young talent on the roster and in the system. You got a chance to participate a little bit in a development camp with the Devils. So what was that experience like? And I mean, how much of a whirlwind was it for you to go from being drafted to just kind of jumping right into the fray there in the organization?
Yeah, it was awesome. Like you said, it was a bit of a crazy couple days there, and traveling these days isn't easy. So I got there on a Sunday night. Draft was the Friday, I believe, and my first flight got canceled. Ended up getting in super late, and then jumped right into some testing on the Monday morning. So it was a real quick turnaround for me. It was a super fun experience. I really enjoyed meeting all the staff and getting my feet wet with the organization. And I think just when you move up and you play with older players, bigger, stronger than you, it just kind of like amplifies the areas that you need to improve on. So it was a really positive experience to take away from.
Now, how well do you know Tyler Brennan? You're both Winnipeg guys. You're both now New Jersey Devil prospects. And, despite playing in opposite conferences in the Western Hockey League, it had to have been cool perhaps to experience, that camp with someone that you were familiar with from earlier hockey days.
Yeah, we weren't super close friends going in, but I mean, we went to the combine together, got to know each other a little bit there. Winnipeg's small town energy. So, a little bit bigger than Swift Current, but everybody kind of knows everybody. Same thing there. So I got to know him a little bit better over the week. We were actually roommates, which was great. And like you said, it'll be nice to compete against him when we flip over conferences this year.
Tell you what, it was a heck of a weekend too for the Swift Current Broncos. You were one of 5 Swift Current players chosen in this year's draft. You start with Owen Pickering in the first round and go down the list with yourself and Davies and Vidston and Reed Dick, the goaltender. I mean, a pretty exciting weekend. And I think, in your mind, does that maybe serve notice that you guys are up to something in Swift Current? And how special was it to share that moment with your teammates?
Yeah, totally. I think exactly how you said it. We're definitely up to something there in Swift Current. And, kudos to our general manager, Chad Leslie, for bringing all of us in and giving us that opportunity. So, I think that being able to share the moment with, some of my teammates has been awesome. And it makes the process a lot easier to go through it with somebody that you're comfortable talking about stuff with. So that was awesome.
Tell you what, we got a tail on the screen here. The magic of Zoom, right? All good. I won't ask him or her any questions, but tell you what, you're coming off a year too, in which you led the Broncos in goals with 23, and you look at the young talent on that team that's going to be a year older. I mean, how much optimism is there in Swift Current for what you guys have right now in terms of a roster and guys coming up through the system as well?
I think there's a lot of promise. I think everybody was always kind of like, yeah, in a couple of years, we're going to take a lot of guys by surprise. And I actually think we fast tracked that a little bit. For us young guys, I honestly think that bubble year was really beneficial. We got to get into the league and sort of get our feet wet, and I'll say get accumulated to the pace, the physicality, without there really being any consequences, just because it was a bubble year, right? There wasn't, it wasn't like we were playing in front of a home crowd, expected to sell a bunch of tickets, that sort of thing. But I think that year was beneficial for a lot of guys, so that this past year we could come in with some confidence and have, I guess, a little bit of a breakout year. And then, like you said, everybody's a year older now, and we're turning into some men here. And I think there's a lot of excitement around the team and what sort of excitement we can bring to the league and hopefully shake some things up in our division.
Last one for you, Josh. I mean, as we speak right now, it's the last week of July, so we're getting closer. I mean, it seems like it's been a short summer, but we're getting closer to camp season, right? Both in Swift Current and for yourself down in Newark. And I mean, as you kind of go through your off-season regimen here on the ice, off the ice, what are some of the things that you've identified or even had identified for you as areas where you can get quicker, faster, stronger, and take another step here come the fall?
You named it right there. I'm myself being a bit of an undersized guy. The biggest thing right now is putting that work in the gym. And, I've always been undersized. So the skills work has had to be there. And now sort of once I mature and I grow up and I get stronger, it allows my sort of skills and playmaking abilities to take over. So I think, the goal right now is to just sort of slowly evolve into a pro. And that's, practice habits, workout habits, eating the right way, making sure that you're not, partying like crazy and you're getting enough sleep, and just turning into an adult. That's the biggest area of growth for me right now. And it's been a good summer, and then we'll see what the growth has been like once we get to camp.